Hello. So week six, we had 4 runs. Bleh. We had four runs total this week. We had 3 miles on Monday, 4 miles on Wednesday, and then 2 miles Thursday, and then we had 6 miles today. I actually ran 6.2 miles today because that's how far a 10K is. If you don't know, a 10K is 6.2 miles. And so I was already so close to, hitting that distance anyway, that it's like, might as well just go for it. Why not, So that was really fun. We actually ended up beating our previous personal record for that distance. We were able to shave over a minute off of our total time, which was awesome. And so, the runs felt pretty good overall. Wednesday's run was a little bit rough. The 4 miles, my calves were feeling it the entire time. When I first started, they were tight, and that never went away. And so that was fun. That was really fun. It wasn't very fun, but whatever. But yeah, and then on Thursday, actually, I felt better than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to be really, really tired running 2 miles after running 4 miles, because the most I had done with the 2 days in a row was 1 mile after a longer run, and I was pleasantly surprised at how good I felt after that one. So that was pretty good. And then today we were able to run with some friends, which was really, really fun. Great accountability to get out of bed in the morning and to just go for it, and run in the early morning sunshine. Today I did feel it in my legs a little bit more, just because if you're running on a trail, your stability muscles are working in addition to just your regular leg muscles working. Your body's also trying to stabilize yourself so you aren't like tripping and falling or whatever, especially with uneven terrain. So it is a little bit of twice the workout, but still felt pretty good, all things considered. There were a couple patches where I was just like very tired, and there's also hills on the trail, so I was like, but it still felt really, really good. As of today, we are now leaving what is familiar, and we are going into the realm of the unknown in terms of distances. Because up until this point, the farthest I've ever run is 6.5 miles. And this upcoming week, for week 7, our long run is going to be 7 miles. So going from 6.5 to 7 miles isn't like a huge jump, but at the same time, I've never run 7 miles before. And then for week 8, our long run is going to be 8 miles. And so I'm steadily going farther and farther and farther than what I've ever gone before. And so on my watch, it will keep track of like my longest run, like the longest run I've ever clocked, literally. And so with these next several weeks, that is going to change. So it's like as of right now, my farthest or longest run is 6.5 miles. Next week, it's going to be 7 miles. Next week, it's going to be 8 miles, and it's just going to keep on going up from there. So that's kind of exciting to like achieve those kinds of goals. That's like, oh, I've never run this distance before, and I'm running this distance, and I did it. And so that is going to be really exciting, because I'm going to be able to see what I'm actually capable of in doing all of this. And so, pacing is going to be key this coming week, because I don't want to get gassed with a mile left to go with that. So I'm going to really have to work really hard this week on pacing. Also working really hard this week on stretching and hydrating, which I have been struggling with. I did so well in week 2, and I did so well in week 1, but I've been slacking off on how much water I'm drinking, and I can feel it. And because it's getting hotter, I'm really gonna have to make sure that I'm hydrated, because otherwise it can be like kind of dangerous depending on how hot the temperature is. So really gonna be focusing on doing that. I have been running in the sunshine a lot more lately. And so I have been very religious with putting on my sunscreen to make sure that I don't get sunburned, because it's not fun. But yeah, so that's week 6. Tune in next week for week 7. I think this week we have, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure for week 7, I'm pretty sure I have 4 runs this week as well. And then I think the following week, I think I have 3. When I run the 8 miles, I think I have 3 running days, but for week 8. But for week 7, we have 4. So let's do this. Yeah.